All right, I have two questions for you before
Yeah.
we end. What are the chances that David Weiss is a shill or an agent meant to take down Flat Earth?
To take down Flat Earth?
Yeah, to be a shill and to
Oh, okay.
steer people
So,
away from Flat Earth. What are the chances
well, I,
scientific?
I can't assign percentages because I'd have to actually know exactly what you think and what you're going to do. If you were a shill, I don't think you would be doing podcasts with channels with 3 subscribers and talking to random schools. And I mean, what's the point of that? A shill is going to be on mainstream only. Like if you were only on Alex Jones, people might think, there'd be a little bit more statistically, uh, might be in a better position to say you're a shill if you only did mainstream.
So what are the odds? You want to
So
give me odds like out of 10,
it's
out of
it's
10?
hard because it depends on what the end game is. If you're gonna, some people say the anti-Jaren people say that he was propped up from the beginning, and this is kind of what Flat Earth Jake was saying too, where he got in with what's his name? What's the comedian's name? Who did the little truther show or whatever? The
Oh,
truth
Alex
Stein,
Stein.
Alex Stein. Yeah, yeah. Some people think he's controlled opposition, and
Alex,
Jaren got really buddy buddy with him. So some people are saying that Jaren was kind of designed from the beginning to be a shell.
wow,
Whereas with
that makes me a sucker because the whole growing up, Alex used to call in to Monday Night Raw every week, and he was this annoying guy. And then one day, Jaron goes, "Hey, we're going to invite Alex on the show," and I'm like, "Alex, the caller?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What the hell are you doing that for?" And so it was totally organic, And but Alex has his agenda. He
Does he
wants
talk
to.
about flat Earth anymore or no?
He brings it up a little bit, but he's afraid to talk about it. He just wants he just wants to keep his job over there at wherever the network he's on. What's his name? I forget. I don't even know the
I don't
name of the
remember
he's
either.
on. Yeah,
So
the
you
block.
think
Yeah,
so?
I
Okay.
Alex just wants to make money
So
and
if
be
yeah,
famous.
so if you're not going to pull a 180. Okay, there's two more variables here because you
Well,
you asked, so I have to give you a comprehensive answer
yeah,
because that's
okay,
the only
please.
way I can
You're not
answer.
gonna like my next question, but go ahead.
Okay. So it depends. So some people also, and in the MindShock chat, there's one or two people who just keep bringing this up, and I know they're going to get mad if I don't bring it up.
Okay.
They say that your app has security issues and
Yes.
reveals the location of everybody all the time.
Yeah, so back in October, McToon and his cronies illegally broke into our server and they got in and they got everything. Okay. So what did they get? When you sign up for the app, it's not KYC. You don't have to verify your identity. You put in an email address, you put in your name, you put in a fake name, you put in whatever information you want to share with the other users, and you put in a password for your account. They got all of that. So they got your password, but they got the information that you put in there to share with the other users on the friend finder. So that's what they got. So they didn't really need to hack the app. They could have just paid the $3 and gotten all that information themselves, right? So we fixed that at great expense, and the app is going to be stronger and better than ever because of that. So there you go. It's not sharing, leaking, and you don't have to put anything in. You can turn off the friend finder. You can delete your own account. You can um, obscure your location completely. You can not put in any information. You don't have to fill out a profile. So again, it's like I went on Facebook, Bruce, and I got all your information that you put into Facebook for to share with me. So I hacked it. Okay.
When Yeah,
So
when
there
you say you fixed it at great expense, you what do you mean you hired
I
like
hired I
security?
hired a security team, and it was at great expense. So again, that it was a necessary step for the app as it's getting bigger, and since we're now dealing with cryptocurrency on it and stuff, it's not a bad thing. So I can only thank those guys for
And
making me step up to the
when
plate.
when was that done?
That was done in October.
Okay, so you're saying it's totally secure now.
Yes.
And have you done, I actually didn't check. Did you look into doing any kind of like independent verification of that, like
Yeah, we're we're
Trustpilot?
we're in the middle of that now. It's all
Okay.
being done. Yeah.
So there you go. And when do you expect that to get done?
I'm expecting that to be done this, like, before you air this podcast, actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
That should be done,
So
hopefully.
there you go for
Yeah.
those two commenters who kept bringing that up
Well,
nonstop.
listen, here's the agenda. We had Robbie Davidson, who used to put on the conferences, Patricia Steer, who left Flat Earth a while ago, and Paul on the plane, who left Flat Earth a while ago. All three of them came back on the same day and flipped to the globe with the exact same talking points. And those talking points were the Gleason's map is dead, and the Earth is a globe because of the sun circling in Antarctica, right? And that's our talking point. So Patricia was actually asked, well, why is the Gleason map dead? And she couldn't answer it. She goes, no, it's just dead. It's just dead.
Wow.
So they
That's
all came
really
back on the
weird.
same day with the same.
Did Mark Sargent was kind of close to Patricia Steer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What did he have to say about that?
He's the same thing. He's like it. So we put it together. The three of them had a show on YouTube that was promoting a cryptocurrency, which was a scam. They probably didn't know it was a scam. Called Axion. So they had massive SEC violations.
Wow.
Right. And then all of a sudden they shut down the show. And Robbie's like, Dave, you want to take any links off your website to Axion and everything, right? And a lot of people lost a lot of money. I lost $25,000. I sold 2.5 Bitcoins to buy Axion. I would have 2.5 more Bitcoins right now if I didn't buy Axion, which is now worth 0. Okay. So they have these charges hanging over their heads, and all of a sudden they all flip on the same day. What's the common denominator? I don't know what the story is. I don't know if they've been charged.
Maybe
it's weird.
Maybe it's all coincidental.
It's coincidental. That's it.
I have one more.
It's funny that Will Duffy has new charges against him now in January. Back when he was doing this, he had $500,000 worth of fines. So and he's it's nothing. It's nothing. It's
one of my other questions to determine Shill likelihood, if you don't mind answering, what were your parents' professions?
My mother was an artist and a stay-home mom, and she was watercolorist. And my father was in the printing industry. That's probably all I remember him ever doing.
And was he based in a major city or no?
We all lived in Connecticut, and he worked in New Jersey. And then I worked in the printing business a little bit, a different company than he did. I moved from a couple companies, and then I switched into the solar power business, and then I left that and doing this.
Were any of the companies he or you worked for BlackRock owned?
No, not that I know of. I mean, maybe they are now. Who knows?
Okay, so yeah, based on you actually, what's funny? When I analyze micro expressions, vocal intonations, and just general behavior, most shills do not quickly answer a question. They usually take a moment, pause, because they're trying to think of a way to explain it. You quickly answer, and just to be clear, people might not believe this. I did not submit any questions for you before the fact. Dave did not know any of what I asked him. He had none of these questions ahead of time. And everybody that's followed MINDSHOCK knows that I always bring the receipts. Nobody has ever caught me on any lie ever because there hasn't been one. And so Dave had no access to any of these questions. Half of the questions I thought of on the spot, so he would not have been able to prepare for them anyway. So he didn't pause for any of those questions. Like, for example, the behavior I'd be expecting, like when I brought up, like, let's say Flat Earth Jake, there would be there would be an immediate reveal in micro expression and anger and etc. Dave did not have any of these. So again, there's no 100% way to say whether he's a shill or not. But if he is a shill, he would definitely be one of the all-time greats in being able to be that.
So I'll give you the question this way. I have 2 envelopes. One of them has $100 in it. And and we're going to tell you the truth, if I'm a shill, you get the $100. No. One of them has $100 in it, and if I'm not a shill, you get the $100. The other one has $10,000 in it, and if I am a shill, you get that one. Well, which one do you pick?
I know I'm being annoying here, but that would depend on the time frame, right? Like how long? Because if you come out tomorrow,
no, my true intentions are going to come out right after you pick. and there it's the actual truth. The actual truth is going to come out,
and that's going to be today, like right now. If
that's
that was
going to be right now after
second.
you say, yeah. So if you bet that I'm not a shill, you get $100. If you bet that I am a shill and you're correct, you get $10,000.
If we had a time limit of, let's say, 1 minute, I don't think you're going to come out and all of a sudden say the earth is a globe in 1 minute. I don't think you will.
No. So the truth is going to come out on my deep intentions for the long game. Hey,
right.
Dave's an agent and it's going to come out next year, whatever, and the truth is just going to be told. So you got your $100 and your $10,000.
So if you turn out to be a shill, do I have to return the 100?
Yes. I like that.
Okay, this is kind of tough. I mean,
next one's going to be tougher.
Oh, man. It's really hard to say. I would say you do not have any of the tells of a shill.
So you're gonna take the safe bet of $100.
If it was okay, so we have to add gun to the head because otherwise I don't think I would take any envelope.
I was trying not to do gun to the head, but now that you took that off the table, I'm going to use that for the next one. Okay.
Well,
you ready?
If I have to, so
I'm not even going to make you answer because I give up at this point. Okay. Here's the next one. This one you have to answer.
No, I'll say this. If I had to guess, I would guess based on what is known about the other shills, the other flat earth shills, I would guess you are not.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. All right.